I'm ready.
Hey, how are you?
You called me on Hangouts.
Nope.
Oh,
It's the same thing I always use.
really? Oh, I usually get an email from you, but I was on Hangouts and I got a call from you.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Very,
I used the same invite, but I guess because you were on it already. That makes sense.
yeah, it started ringing.
Weird.
Very strange.
I'm trying to pick my songs, so I'm looking back over ones I recommended during the
Wait,
year.
we're doing songs? Dang it. I thought it was TV shows and events. You're right, it was songs. Oopsie. Okay.
Sorry.
Songs. Do they have to be from 2017?
Nope. It's that you remember from 2017. My first one is very specifically not from 2017.
Is it like from the 70s?
No, but not 2017.
Is it called 1999? Is that why you're being
No. Gosh.
Prince song?
All right. I'm looking them up.
Let's see here. Songs. Of course.
Where's Jason?
No sir. Okay, I need one more song. Doesn't Spotify keep track of like the song you listen to most or something?
Oh, that's definitely possible.
How do you find that?
Hey,
Hi,
What's up,
Jason.
dude?
can you hear me?
We got
Can
you.
can do.
Cool. I might have it clicking because I'm having to do it from home from my son's cheap computer, but I tried to do it on the Mac Mini, but it's not working. Do you
I don't
remember
hear
once in a while
clicking.
you have like a keyboard clicking? Okay, good.
What?
Let's pray that it doesn't show up.
Was that the computer you were using last time?
No, I usually do this from my office.
I know, but when the clicking happened at the
Oh,
house.
yeah. This is the clicking computer. This is the one that Greg did. He clicks. It clicks. But now, if you don't hear any clicking, maybe, and he's
I
the
don't
only
hear
one
any
who hears.
clicking. No, I'm not the only
No,
one.
I
Yeah.
hear it. I hear it.
You heard the clicking back in the day.
I did.
Back when we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
I'm trying to pick a third
Yeah,
song.
we'll pray. Okay.
Kind of weird. I can't think of a third song. I listened to a lot of songs.
Songs was harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I kept coming up with ones that came out in 2016 because I thought they'd come out lately.
They don't have to come out in 2017.
I know, but I just wanted to challenge myself. You know what I mean? You know,
I
keep the bar down there.
did that for albums, so everyone said I do it once.
You know, I was although I'm guilty of all the lists thus far. There's not much 2017 on
No,
any
you're
of
not that much on there.
Yeah.
It all changes now, though, right, Jason?
it. Is boom. Well,
It all changes.
Oh, this song's from 2016.
that's what I kept doing.
Okay, I might have to choose it anyway, though.
Or you can do it, pick it up from 16 too.
Do we have any B-sides today, Bianca?
Oh, dang.
But
And which two did you do today?
we're doing songs and TV shows.
TV shows.
Songs and TV shows. Got it.
So B-sides TV, B-sides movie. And you are going to post these, right, Greg?
It's possible.
Okay.
And we might not get to the next one. Tomorrow. How tired are you?
No, this is fine. We'll just do this today and we'll be done for the year then.
We might be. We could get together tomorrow. We'll pray about it.
No, I'm okay with not. I assumed we couldn't. So
Yeah, let's
this,
do.
I had this down as our last day of recording. So
I just
still
Hey.
January.
2017.
Yeah,
Hey.
last one is 2017.
Kind of sad when you put it that way.
That does sound sad, but it's like
Yeah.
a week and a half, or 2 weeks from now, I guess.
So we're not even going to do the events.
Yeah, maybe that'll be the first one back in January.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
just do a regular one, but we'll have
these will all get posted in January anyway.
yeah. These will show up in February or March. So
You're
it'll
going
be
to
fun.
post them, right?
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll
for a
see.
Christmas present for Bianca.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
When do we get our free T-shirts? T-shirts. I don't know how that
When we hit our numbers, man, we're not hitting the
magically is
numbers.
going to work.
Which TV shows?
Right now, Bianca is she's coming up with B-sides? Is that our situation?
TV shows
That's
house
okay.
would you want to live in?
What?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I
That's
missed it. What?
Which TV?
No, you can't hear it. You can't hear it. It's a
Did you
B-side.
stop talking, Jason? I can't hear her when you talk.
No, you're not supposed to hear it. It's a B-side.
I know, but is it one we've already done before?
No.
No, it's brand new.
I'm
Brand
going to
speaking.
tell you since Jason already knows what it is.
Okay, good.
Yep, gives me a heads up too, and that mine will be better than Greg's.
Which? No, I'm going to tell
You
Greg.
trusted me last time.
Which
Okay, you can tell Greg.
which TV show's house would you want to live in?
Ah, interesting. All right.
What about songs?
I don't know.
We kind of did it for the band one last time.
I've got one. B. This could work potentially. What song feels the way you would like to feel all the time?
I like it. Like,
Or
give
you could do
Bianca
the
a little
opposite of
time.
that, which is, what song do you love that you never want to feel like? That'd be okay too. Couple to think about there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really hard one. 'Cause
I know,
there's-
that's really hard.
You either like write about really sad things or you really write about happy things. There's no like, hey, this is kind of a normal day. There's no middle of the road.
No.
I feel okay. Maybe if you makes me happy, that song happy, just tone it down to okay, and then I love it.
All right, save this for when we get there, Jason.
I'd have to think about
Okay.
it, which is the whole point of B-sides. I need more time
Amen.
to think about it.
I like
Okay.
your sweater, B.
Thank you. Who's
Welcome.
hosting these?
I could do TV shows if you want.
Okay. Jay,
Yeah.
you want to do songs so I don't have to do anything?
Sure.
Okay.
And then in January we start with B on the intro. I like that.
Okay.
Start the year off right.
Invite everyone back in.
All right, so we'll do TV shows first and then songs. Is that all right?
Perfect.
All right.
Also, I have too many TV shows. I have two, and I'm gonna be
I'm
picking
with
my
you on this
third one on the fly. I don't even know what I'm gonna
Listen,
do.
I've got 6 down, so I gotta cut them.
I had 6, but I have to pick from
All right, so
4.
I'm doing the intro, and I'll go first, and
But
then
are you choosing? Oh, no one
Yeah.
chooses. Do they choose? Yeah, they choose.
yeah, who's choosing this one?
I thought you said
I
you were
think
gonna host it.
I think whoever does the intro chooses. I think that's the way we do
Oh,
it.
okay, good. Yeah, I can't remember that. All right, yeah, my
I
bad.
think
The one who goes third is the one that chooses.
All right, so I'll
Oh.
do the intro and hand it off to Jason or Bianca. You guys will give your 3. I'll give my 3 last and pick.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think the TV shows is gonna be the easiest one because I think there's gonna be a lot of overlap.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna choose my third one that someone didn't choose. Yeah.
I think so. All right, deep breath.
I'm just
Jason?
doing that. Why would you said it?
Jason, get the giggles out. You ready to go, Jason? You ready to rock?
I'm
Face.
dead. I'm dead.
What time is it? Game
Ready.
time. Ready?
I'm
break.
ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to This Week in Gratitude. I am Greg Richards, and I am with Jason Griffiths and Bianca Quezada. Jason is in Michigan, Bianca is in Seattle, and she's waving, which doesn't help you at all on a podcast. But we are happy that you are with us. This is one of our year-end special bonus episodes where we're going to rate our shows we were most grateful for this last year. Ton of good stuff in this category. It's going to be hard to pare them down to only 3. We hope you enjoy this. We hope you subscribe, and we hope you tell your friends. So without going any more into it than that, Jason, do you want to give us your top 3 shows from 2017?
I will. These are the 3 shows I'm most grateful for 2017. I'll start with This Is Us. I think these are in order too. I think this is my favorite.
Wow.
This Is Us, Orville, and then Game of Thrones, the most recent season.
Man.
Those are my 3 faves.
No overlap with me.
All over the board, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of chose all over the spectrum because This Is Us. I really appreciate the way their storytelling and tapping into like grief. It's actually like therapeutic, and there's joy-filled tears, and then there's just tears. You know. I don't know. And then you got Orville. I love because it puts together Star Trek. Which I have nothing but like family memories of. My mom loved Star Trek, and we would all sit around and watch Star Trek episodes, and she was all of them. Like the bald dude, whatever that dude is,
That Next Generation.
Xavier, Patrick Stewart or whatever.
Captain
She
Picard.
watched all those. Yeah, Captain Picard. And so it ties all that, and it just, I think, I'm really proud of Seth MacFarlane because I think he doesn't cross the line as right. Far over as he usually does. I think he drew it back so that it could be enjoyed by a wider audience, and I think it's creative. It's got all the same kind of the ideas that Star Trek was golden for. Orville is, and then Game of Thrones. I love where it's going. I love the stories kind of coming together, and there's a sense of direction that is really cool. And also, to steal from Greg, I like shows that you can talk about, like that draw people together. So that's my 3.
I love that. Has anybody seen numbers for the Orville? Is it doing okay?
I haven't seen
I
him.
hope so.
My family loves it, so there's 4 more people.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jason. I really like the Orville too. And it's such a weird, like, it's a comedy, but it's not a comedy. Like it actually, like, it doesn't feel like a comedy at all. It's just funny in spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that sticks around. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything either.
I only hear things when Bianca tells me. So if she hasn't heard, then I'm out.
I can look at that and say Orville season 2 ? And see what if you want to know.
See what happens.
Side note: my wife really appreciated your email or text or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just checked and see if she saw it.
Tears of joy, and she was just like,
really?
I think that's a nice, just encouraging.
Uh-huh. It was about Zeke being
Since
13.
we're not seeing each other until next year, I just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah, it's good that you get that in there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
All
thanks.
right. I like
All
that.
right,
So,
B,
Bianca, what's on your list?
what do you-
Okay, I can go. So the first one is the season of Master of None. I already liked that show, but I thought season 2 was even better. I still think about some of the episodes. They're just done so well. And I was super invested in this weird relationship he was in with his friend. And I remember watching the episode and like rewinding it over and over again. Like, how did he do this? It just looks so good and real. I felt like I was like listening in on a conversation. So I think that's my number one of the year is Master of None season 2. It's on Netflix. Second one I haven't talked about, I don't think on the podcast, but I watched this show on FX called Better Things about a single mom and 3 kids in LA, I think. And this season was just so good. I've watched the other ones too, and they're funny and whatnot, but this one was like powerful. There was a whole episode where she just didn't feel appreciated as their mom, and they held her a fake funeral and told her things at her eulogy that she could actually hear, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was just so sweet. And it's just really, it's real and it's funny and it's really slowly paced too, so you kind of have to like be okay with it. Kind of feels like real life. You're just kind of like watching her walk across the street, and then she goes somewhere. So anyway, it's called Better Things. And then I haven't, there were so many other good shows on this year. I think I'm going to choose Downward Dog. Just kidding. I'm going to choose.
I knew it.
No, I'm not going to choose Downward Dog. I'm going to choose Better Call Saul. I really liked the first season. I really, really liked this season. The other ones on my list, I just like the show. I'm not sure if this season was their best season. I'm not even going to say what they are. But Better Call Saul, I think this season was better than the last season. It's just so gripping, and once again, it's slowly paced, but it's definitely gripped me, and I really want to know where this story is going. And I just think that Bob Odenkirk is like a magnet. I just can't stop watching whatever he's doing. So anyway, those are my 3.
Oh man, those are strong, B.
Yeah, thank you.
I haven't seen all of them though.
Yeah,
I've heard of Better Things. I heard that's really good, but I haven't seen it yet.
For everyone, but I like it. I find myself, it's like Jason's This Is Us. Like sometimes you're like tearing up because it's so heartfelt, and sometimes it's like funny, and sometimes it's like, oh, that is so awkward. I can't believe I just had to watch that. But funny in that way, you know.
So I tried to get into This Is Us, and no bueno. Not gonna happen.
That's funny. I didn't even think of that one, Jason, even though I've seen every episode and I really like it.
Right.
I didn't even think about it for my list. I just kind of like part of my life.
I have too many shows. That's what I'm realizing when you guys are going through yours, and there's still some on your list that I haven't seen. Be that I like. I don't think I've seen any of the ones on your list that I wanted to see all of them.
Oh, I'd recommend that. I would recommend that.
Yeah, I think I've wanted to see all of them. I just haven't.
You don't watch Better Call Saul? I thought you did.
No, I want to. Well, kind of. I want to. I just never did.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good, and I believe you. And I love Bob Odenkirk also. So.
Yeah.
I think he's in the new like Washington Post movie, right?
I don't know. I don't even know what movie you're referring to.
Yeah. Is it just called The Post?
I think it is. That's what
It's a movie?
Yeah.
It's about Washington papers, right?
Yeah, during Watergate or something.
Oh. I don't know if he's in it.
Yeah,
Right.
for some reason I think he is.
I think he is too. I think I saw him in the trailer.
Oh man! All right, so those are good.
What you got,
All
Greg?
I've got 9 here. You guys tell me. Yeah. Oh man. My first one I think is got to be Fargo.
Yeah, that was.
Because I saw them all at once, kind of like.
Oh gosh.
So it was like the first 2 seasons bleed into the third one for me because I just was like, I watched the first 2 right before the third one came out. So I'm sort of, man, that was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason, I also had Game of Thrones on mine, but you put it on yours, so I don't have to put it down on mine.
Perfect.
So Abby and I got into this show called Life in Pieces.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
Which is a comedy, and that one's really funny. I laughed a lot at that show. all right. So how do I pick my third one now?
I think the first season's better. I think it's kind of slipped.
Oh, really? I've only seen the first half of the second season. I like the second season so far, but I need to get into it some more. I'll put Lethal Weapon as my third one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a wicked good one. That almost made mine.
I just enjoy it. It's not the best show on TV by any means, but I thoroughly enjoy it every week whenever there's a new one.
It is one of the better shows. I think it is one of the best shows on TV. I think I
love
love
what they've done with Riggs and his his mental stuff has been really interesting.
Me too. I really dig that guy. I like his backstory. I like his character. It's good. And Damon Wayans, hilarious. And he's good. I think.
Here's a pro tip for you, Jason. Major Payne is on the HBO streaming app now, so it's about that time. I just pulled it out with the kids, and I started it, and they're both of my guys are like, we don't really want to see it. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm just gonna play the first 20 minutes and see what happens. So I'm playing it, and then like 4 minutes in, they're just like locked on the screen. I'm like, said what? You forget how over the top that guy is in that movie. It's fantastic.
Oh my god. So, he's like dude, but also over the top. I don't know.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh man, I love it.
Man,
I saw it in the theater. I was like,
really?
I'm like, oh, this looks good. It was like a summer, let's go watch a movie. And oh my gosh, we were dying.
Oh,
I saw the theater too. Well, but Bill Leonard, you guys know Bill. That's fun.
All right, hey, I have to pick, but I think everybody had extras, right? You might as well give your honorable mentions.
Okay. Do you want to give your honorable mentions if you have them?
I did. Lethal Weapon was mine. So.
Oh, okay. I had Good Place. I liked this season, but I think I just liked the show. I'm not sure how to talk about the seasons. Insecure. I think I liked the first season better, but I really liked that show.
I never got into that one.
It's Insecure. It's on HBO.
I know what it is. I just didn't.
Oh yeah, and then Search Party. It's so dark, but John Early is in it. Remember, I told you about this.
Yeah, you told us about it. Yeah.
He has there's an article about him in some paper. I was gonna send it to you guys because I was first on the John Early train or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's it. So I just had 3 extra. Good Place, Insecure, and Search Party.
Here are my extra ones.
I have one more. Longmire.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh yeah, Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
No, that's
no. It's a Netflix.
Longmire is like a cowboy show.
Longmire. Yeah, it's like a Montana thing. It's it has the girl from Battlestar Galactica, like the Starbuck from the redo.
I didn't know that show.
I like it a lot. About Montana cop guy.
Longmire.
I'll also throw into the mix. The one that hurt me the most not to put on is Legion.
I know. I kept going back and forth on that one.
So I was so blown away. Like, I had no expectations for that show, and it was awesome.
Another one of mine was Mr. Robot for the same reason. Like, they're both too weird for me to say it's my favorite show. I just like watching them. I don't know if they're my favorite, but I like watching both of those a lot.
And then the other 2 that I look forward to every week but couldn't totally make my list were Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That show's been pretty solidly funny. And then Last Man on Earth. This season was a really funny season for them. So
I stopped watching that, but I really like it.
Me too.
Pick it up again.
I like it too, but it just ran out of time. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine keeps getting funnier and funnier. I think
it does. I'm really impressed with how they managed to do that, because it doesn't usually happen at the stage of the sitcom, but
it's true.
But they've been able to do it. All right, so I get to pick top 3. All right, Game of Thrones is going to go number 1 because Jason and I both had that one on our lists.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lethal Weapon is going to go number 2 for a similar reason. All 3 of us seem to like that show.
I've never seen it, but I think you're supposed to pick 5.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, top 5. Oh, it's way simpler then. All right.
Yeah.
So number 1, Game of Thrones. Number 2, Lethal Weapon. Number 3, I'll throw in Master of None. B.
Yeah.
I didn't love the second season, but that's okay. Everybody else seemed to. Number 4, we'll put the Orville down because all 3 of us like that one also. And number 5, I'll put Fargo.
I was gonna say I like Fargo. That one.
Yeah,
I would. That's a really good list, Greg.
that's a good list. That's a good list. That could go. That could
Better
stack
boom.
up with anybody's list of top 5 for the year. I think
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent.
we're all over that one. Nice work, everybody.
Yes, and then you picked. So we can do a B-side.
Now we can do a
B-side.
B-side.
Pew, pew, pew. Okay, my TV B-side question is: if you could live in any house from a TV show, which one would you want to live in?
Oh boy.
I like
All right, so-
BoJack Horseman's house.
I've never seen that one.
He's
see that
on
one.
a cliff though. I think it might be kind of scary. I'm not sure, but he has a pool in the back.
So it's got to be between West Wing and Batman, right? Either the White House or the Batcave.
Oh
Or
my
the
gosh.
Wayne Manor. What, Jason?
Oh, from Gotham or something?
He lives in a
Well-
cave.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a mansion.
He's got a mansion in the cave.
He's got
And-
both. The best of both worlds, man.
Man, I would- And such
I was
extreme.
even thinking like old school Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I
I
rule
like-
those out, then my impulse is to go Cosby Show.
That's so
like-
weird. That was the first thought that came into my mind.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, what?
Looking house.
But then I was like,
It's like a row house in New York. It was awesome. Or DC
yeah,
or
why,
wherever.
I don't know why that popped into my head. Like, I had no idea. That was the first thing that popped into my head. And then the second one was, and I was thinking more recent. I was thinking of what's Will Arnett's character was in Venice Beach.
Oh, Flake.
I don't even remember the name of that show.
Flake.
What's Flake? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that show. I like that house.
That was on my list too for making it, but I didn't put it in.
I like that.
I just had one and then I already forgot it. Oh, the house in Blackish. I like that house.
Ooh, that is a good house.
It's like an LA super huge house.
Yeah.
Okay,
Excellent.
thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for playing. You guys don't win anything.
Oh no, Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh, that's
Oh my goodness.
I want that house.
iconic.
Iconic. Yeah.
There we go. Nice
You
B-side.
win. You get it. You win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Win.
Even though we can't win, but that's all right. It's all right.
All right, everybody. We hope you had a great 2017. We hope you enjoyed TV watching, and we will come back in 2018 with way more shows. So we will see you guys next year. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. Good work.
And then we
Good
just
pace.
roll into the next one, right?
We just roll into songs now. Yeah.
Song.
Okay.
Song.
You ready?
I
You
don't
guys
feel good
ready?
about
Let's
my
see if I can start this, but you might need to restart it a bunch of times. All right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wait, what's the order?
I'll throw it to whoever wants it. Who wants it? And then
It doesn't matter to me.
But you have to go last, right, Jason?
Yeah. Do you want it? Do you want to go after I intro, or
I can go first.
I'll give it to Greg? Oh, you go first.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
We just need to choose
Perfect.
one.
Perfect. Keep you on your toes. I'll keep you on your toes. I like my son's computer for the screen right there. It's actually like an appropriate place to put it. Screen, like the camera
Not in your
built in.
ear.
Yeah. And these are the new headphones.
Oh, nice.
What, huh?
Were they-
Woo! That's a major award. Anyway, okay.
That's the third man. Sorry.
Yeah, Third Man Record. These
Oh,
are this is
hello.
wood right here.
That's cool.
This right here is wood. They put wooden on it, the outside of it. I don't know what that does for the sound, but you guys sound beautiful. So this is their maiden voyage. Okay,
Right.
you guys have tuned into you guys and
Can you
you
start?
guys and girls,
Can you start over?
you women and men. Okay, you ready? We'll do a quiet. Okay, she's got her muted microphone. You've tuned in once again to This Week in Gratitude. This is a special version, a shorter version of kind of a recap of the year. And you've tuned in right now. We're talking about the three songs this year that we're most grateful for. So, and we're going to send it first to Bianca Quezada out there in Seattle, Washington, and then Greg will go. And then I'll wrap up with my list of my 3 favorite songs from the year. And then I get to pick 5, and that's it. That's the end of the podcast. So then we'll have a B-side too. Bada bing, bada boom. So Bianca, over there in Seattle, give me your 3, like the songs you're most grateful for this year, 2017.
Okay, and none of them are actually from this year. But the first one I mentioned earlier, it's the song Heaven by Mason Jennings. I listen to it probably on average 3 times a day. It's just really good, really catchy. And then the second one is a song from 2006. I think I mentioned this earlier. People probably know this, but Spotify makes you a Discover playlist every Monday based on what you listen to. And until they started doing that for me, I did not realize that I am the #1 Dr. Dog fan in the entire world. They just recommended me Dr. Dog, and I'm like, this is the best song ever. So I'm a huge Dr. Dog fan now. And so there's 3 songs I've been listening to a lot, but Live in a Dream is the song every time it comes on, I'm like, yes, this song. So listen to that one. It's got a cool poem at the end of the song from 2006. And then I wanted to choose a female artist too. There's an artist that I saved one of her songs. I just like the way it sounds. Her name is Diane, but it's spelled Dyan. And the song is called Looking for Knives. And it just sounds, it's just a cool sound. It's like pretty futuristic. I didn't see what year it came. Oh, it came out last year, 2016, which I think also Heaven by Mason Jennings came out too. So if you get a chance, take a listen to Looking for Knives by Diane, Dyan.
Excellent.
Yes.
Crazy.
What do you guys think about Dr. Dog?
I love Dr. Dog.
I'm all over the map on it, to be honest.
Oh man, they're so good. I just started listening to albums upon albums after all
You
these.
first
You know
heard
who
about them
turned
through
me on to-
Spotify, B?
What's up?
You first heard about them through Spotify?
No, I'd heard the band name. I just couldn't name you one song they did. And, they come into Seattle every once in a while. It always makes me think of the line from from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where he says, Dr. Doom. So every time I hear Dr. Dog, Dr. Dog, every time. That was like the only thing I knew about Dr. Dog. And then I'm like, ooh, what's this song? Who's this? And it was always Dr. Dog. And I was like, dang, I just need to listen to some of their albums. I think they're more 90s centric, which makes a lot of sense for my for what I like to listen to. But anyway, I wanted to get specific about which song I really liked. Live in a Dream.
I like that. Nice work.
Yeah.
Jason, where'd
I
you
like
hear about
that. Say again?
Where'd you hear about Dr. Dog?
From Preston Nanny. Do you remember that dude?
Yeah.
He was an intern for The Well. One of the last years of The Well was firing on all cylinders. But he introduced me to Dr. Dog. He made me a mix CD, and it had Dr. Dog on it.
I heard about him from Emo Dan, so
That makes
That's
sense.
funny.
Dan McCarthy is a shout out.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
What?
about him in 2006 though. It was a little later. He's like, "Hey, I think there's this band you might like. You should give them a listen." So.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Preston
I
really
don't
loved
love
that
him, but
song
all right.
off the first album where he goes, it sounds very different than most of their music. It's a song off of the first album, and it sounds like a big African American gentleman singing it. There's a hole in the room. Like he has a lot of gravel.
Oh, the light. I think that's the same one as the Distant Light, which is another good one to listen to as loud as you possibly can.
There's a lot going on in these songs.
I've never heard of Diane, was spelled with a Y.
Excuse me, it's not from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's from Overboard. Duh.
Yeah.
That line's from Overboard.
Listen, if I had $1 for every time I made that mistake. We've all been there, B.
My bad.
Oh, man. All right, so I get to give my 3?
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Crazy. Okay. My #1 song from the year is probably I woke up still not dead again today by Willie Nelson.
Hmm.
It was because I went and saw Willie Nelson for the first time with my dad, and so that was a cool thing. And he had been sick for like a couple weeks before that, and they thought they were going to cancel the show. And he came out and played that song. It was awesome. So that one, and I don't think I'd ever actually heard that song before, so that was like a jump up for me. So anyway, it was new to me this year, and I was super grateful to hear Willie Nelson play it. So that one goes there. Next is I really loved "If We Were Vampires" by Jason Isbell on his newest album. That's a great song. It's like a great love song, but like kind of like for married folks, not like new love necessarily, but like the length of love, which is kind of cool. And then I just recently, in the last month or so, really started listening to Joe Pug, who I brought up on the albums. He's got a song called "The Wind Fallen" that's fantastic. I've been thinking about it a lot in relation to faith and some other stuff. And he kind of his point of the song is, if you're in it for the windfall, don't be surprised when your will to fight goes away. But if you're in it for the long haul, then there's nothing that you can't hit. There's nothing that you can't fight. And yeah, I've been thinking about that one a lot faith wise. I think it's really interesting. If you're in faith for the rewards you get out of it, and not because you have no other options, but if you have faith because this is the only way there's life, then you'll get through whatever with faith. But if you don't, then it comes up weird. So anyway, I've dug both of those, all three of those a lot this year for different reasons, but that's where I'm at right now. So
you guys are coming on strong. That's hard hitting, both of them. That's awesome. I like that one a lot. I was just studying Hebrews chapter 12 this morning with my men's group and that's pretty much the same thing that the author of Hebrews says.
Yeah.
If you're in it for the long haul, that's the way to do it. If you're not, you're gonna get crushed. All right. My songs, my three. "Come Love Come" by Rihanna Giddens.
Oh yeah, you like that song.
I love it. It's just soulful. It's like a gospel prayer. It's amazing. And we do need more love all the time. And then I'd say my number two is "The Grocery" by Manchester Orchestra. I just wish I had the faith my father had. I love that line. And then "I Ain't the One" by Spoon. And I just love the way, I like the riff. I like the hook and the tune. So
Nice, dude.
I'll pick us five. It's gonna be hard because you guys brought some really good ones. Okay, I'll give "Heaven" and "Dr. Dog" the B. But because I got to see Mason Jennings live, and I met with him. I like after the show, you get to hug him, and I took a picture with him.
Okay.
That guy's money. Yeah, I did. I hugged him. I gave him a side hug. I didn't it wasn't an A for him. I didn't pat him or anything. I didn't.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Dr. Dog. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that "Living a Dream."
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's it, but that's good.
You're gonna love it.
If we were vampires, I'll give that. I love that song too. That's a wicked good. That whole album's solid. I'm really glad you turned me onto it, Greg. And then, even though I haven't heard Joe Pug's next, I'll put "Windfall," and then I'll just pick my "Come Love Come." And they're not 1 to 5 like greatest whatever. I think all five of them are just amazing. So there you go. There's my five.
Strong list. Even some of those were from 2017. Nice work, Jason.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, that's right.
All of them.
Good job, guys.
Songs are weird that way, right?
What? What'd you say?
Songs are weird that way. Like they don't totally get into your conscience right away. Sometimes, like they have to sit around for a little while.
It took me actually. I had about 10, but I kept thinking of songs like David Crowder. Let's do honorable mentions the same way. I picked David Crowder's. It's that "Back to the Garden." I love that song. I thought it'd come out this year, but it was actually came out 2016. And then out of left field, I've been listening to Blink-182's latest album, but it's 2016.
That's not as out of left field as you might imagine.
Yeah, but like I love that song California. That song is wicked good. Just because I long for California a lot sometimes. You know, like it's just I like the sun. I like that place. And then what was the other one? I love, but I don't think it was 2017. But what's the name of that band? I didn't write it down. I forget the name of the band right now. But that song is Wolves. It's not Wolves. The Wolf or The Wolf, like Manchester Orchestra.
Yeah, I love that song.
I do too. Come back to me. What is the name of that thing? But it's that one. I always mention them too, but and they made my top 5 whenever that album came out.
Is it Selena?
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, forget that honorable mention. You might have to cut that one. I don't know. I'll go look it up and I'll come back to you. Somebody hit me.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez?
Yeah.
That's your honorable mention?
No, that's.
This is why it's so hard to talk to you guys.
She has a song. Okay, let's hit B-sides.
You don't want to give honorable mentions?
Oh, I don't have any.
You don't have any honorable mentions?
Well, it took me a while to think of those 3. Yeah.
Huh.
Like,
All right.
Spotify playlist.
All right.
All right. I will throw out a guy named John Moreland. If you haven't ever listened to John Moreland, he's like a Americana country kind of guy. And he's got a great song called Break My Heart Sweetly, which is a really good song. So. And then David Ramirez has a good song, but I can't remember the name of it, so I'll have to wait. I'll find it for next year.
And I just looked it up. It's Rise Against.
Right.
That's their latest album. Yeah, Rise Against. I just love that. That guy's vocals are ridiculous. If we could throw that. And the title, it's the title track. Their album is named Wolves.
There you go.
So there it is. B-sides.
B-sides.
Okay, what is this? So it's song related. It's a good one. Greg came up with this one. What song feels the way you would want to feel all the time? Or makes you feel, because everyone listens to the same song different ways. So I
throw out 2 outliers and say that you can't pick either of these 2.
Okay.
You can't pick Bohemian Rhapsody or Walking on Sunshine. Like you have to go somewhere between those.
Well, I'm trying to. The song I first thought of, I feel like it's so happy, but it might be too happy. Like, do I want to be that happy all the time? Although, here's the song. Actually, I'm gonna choose it because it sounds happy. He made it happy, but when you listen to the lyrics, it's about someone who like has I'm not saying this is me, but it's like a deeper context in that the person has like a facade and everyone's kind of like, well, what are they really like, you know? Anyway, it's called Kate by Ben Folds 5. It's really like upbeat and happy. It's from Whatever Never Amen. And he's like really curious about this person, Kate, because he knows a lot of things about her, but not really sure who she is. Anyway, so if you ever get the chance to listen to Kate by Ben Folds 5, that's probably the song I choose.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anything by Ben Folds sort of has that feel.
Yeah, they're like kind of darker songs, but they sound really like upbeat.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I like that. I like that mix.
Yeah.
I'll go. You made me think. The song I really like is a John Prine song, but I really like Josh Ritter's cover of it, which is Mexican Home.
Oh.
I like the way that song feels.
That's wicked. That's obscure, but I really like that song too. That's really good. I'm having a heck of a time trying to pick one. I think I would pick an instrumental, maybe off of one of that Beastie Boys song. Remember that instrumental album?
Still Communication.
Yeah. No, they did it was like B-sides and Rare Sauce or something like that. They did a remix, and it was just
with
all
like Norah Jones's dad, right? Like did they something crazy like that?
I think that might be right.
Yeah.
But they just put all their instrumentals that they've come up with like they put the instrumentals from Check Your Head and a couple from Ill Communication, and then they added some. And I forget the name of that album, but that like a third or the fourth one was.
You know what? That reminds me of, for some reason, Jason, is the theme song to The Simpsons. And like whatever that song, the sound of that song is so funny. But like the guy who came up with it, the creator of The Simpsons, told the orchestra director, he said, I want lemmings marching to their death music. And that's what the guy came up with. So you can't hear it anyway.
Danny Elfman came up with it.
Danny Elfman, yeah, that's it.
He's like very well known for creating.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay, I would probably choose mine. Oh man, instrumental is good too. Now you're making me think of Danny Elfman instrumental, and I'm thinking the Edward Scissorhands song. But that's kind of too like sad.
I like because that's a mixture of like. I think that's the middle of the road stuff. It's got some sad parts, and then it's always got some upbeat like.
Yeah, some kind of Danny Elfman instrumental. That's I'm changing.
Now you got me thinking. I think I go Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. No.
Oh my gosh.
I want to feel like Tom Cruise riding a motorcycle all the time. That's what I want. That's not too much to ask, right?
I like instrumental stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That'll be mine.
Okay.
All right. That rounds out the year, and hopefully you'll join us next year. We'll be recording more and more. If you like us, follow us, recommend us to your friends and your family. This was the top 5 songs that we're grateful for. And I'm Jason. Bianca's out there in Seattle, Washington, and my friend Greg down there is in San Antonio, a land of beautiful Mexican food. All right. Signing off. Right. That's it. I guess it's the worst ending. Well, we should do like best and worst endings of the whole year or something.
Every ending we have is the worst. We're terrible at endings.
We really are. It's a lot like ending songs. I think that's a hard piece of it. You know what I mean?
For some reason, that's really difficult. Yeah.
Can I add the Twitter handle? So at Week in Gratitude, you can follow us on Week in Gratitude, and hoping to put whenever a new episode comes down, then you'll see it linked there.
Why do that? Why be so passive aggressive, B? Why do that?
Part of it. That's why we have a Twitter handle.
Listen, hey, nobody responded to my tweet about Jason.
I did. I responded to you.
You responded to it? Did you see that thing? That was pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, Jason, did you see that? Now we're kind
of
into this.
I don't get on any of this anyway, so.
Yeah. It was Foo Fighters on SNL, and they did some Christmas songs mixed with Everlong.
Yeah. Nice.
They did Everlong, and This Is Christmas, and then they played like a rock version of
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Peanut Christmas song, yeah.
It was so good. You should. It was on, I said that already, but
I think I have Twitter on this phone. Maybe I'll vamp it up, and I have to follow what?
Week in Gratitude.
Week in Gratitude.
Week in Gratitude.
Yep.
You got to get on Twitter, man. That'd be fun to send you stuff. All right.
Perfect. All right, bye.
We'll catch you guys later.
I love you.